Battlefield Podcast.
Hey guys, it's Tim, aka Darkness429 from the Battlefield Podcast, and you are tuned in for another episode of Battlefield 4 Lowdown. So guys, as most of you already know, Naval Strike, the newest DLC for Battlefield 4, has finally been released for PC. So that means we have it on all platforms, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and now PC. With the release of Naval Strike, I posed a question yesterday asking, what were your initial thoughts on Naval Strike and Carrier Assault? These are some of the responses I got on that Twitter post. Milo Shemetic said, it's fresh with a lot of less dust floating everywhere blocking your vision. Other than odd spawn points, it's impressive. Facey said, has all the ingredients to be great, but is severely handicapped by rubber banding. Evil Viking 13 says, best maps and game modes in-game so far, but the base experience is still inconsistent. He said he had an amazing lunch round, then everything else was just average. Cody Ryder 38 says, the maps are creative and well designed. It's restored my hope in their level design abilities after China Rising's simple maps. He then goes on to say, however, parachuting onto the deck makes Carrier Assault way too easy. I'd suggest making a spawn point with boats on the islands outside. Conrad Slight says, fun, but needs tweaks. No parachuting. MCOMs replaced with real objectives plus more of them. Carrier fence capabilities and longer flag battles. He goes on to say, I'm so happy they brought it back. Just thinking with some changes, it could go from good to mind-blowing. So guys, I pose the same question to you. What are your thoughts of Naval Strike and Carrier Assault? Please make sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Now, along with the release of Naval Strike, we also got a pretty hefty patch for the base game Battlefield 4. There was a lot of fixes for outstanding issues with the game. The biggest one was the thing that broke in the last patch, and that was the kill cam. So that has now been fixed and actually works really well. For the rest of the patch notes for everything else that was updated, please make sure to head down to the description below and check out the link there. Now, another update that we got for Battlefield 4 was the Commander tablet app for iOS and Android. Now, this application originally at launch didn't work so well. It was buggy, there were some things wrong with it. So now, with this brand new patch, playing it on Android was actually an enjoyable experience. I had fun. It was nice just to lay in bed and play as Commander, and I didn't actually have any issues. I knew exactly what was going on. Before, there weren't certain audio cues that were happening, and now all those things work, everything's snapping the way that it's supposed to. So if you'd like to check out the entire patch notes for the Commander app, please make sure to head down to the description below. We'll also have download links for the Commander app there. Now, with the release of Naval Strike, there have been a lot of complaints about rubber banding. DICE has made a Battlelog post addressing this issue, and they say, quote, we wanted to provide update on the issues of Battlefield 4 rubber banding that some players on certain platforms have experienced during matches with 64 players. Looking into this further, we're unhappy with our server performance, so we'll be upgrading the hardware as soon as possible, investigating more to deliver a better experience. As soon as we know the exact timetable, we'll let you know the ETA. Reducing lag for these players is absolutely a top priority for us to solve, and we expect to have the solution very soon. Stay tuned to our official channels for more information. Now, what do you guys think of this from DICE? What do you think about them coming forward and saying that we understand that there's rubber band issues and that we're going to physically upgrade our hardware to address these issues? Do you feel like this is going to help all players across all platforms, or is it just going to help console players? Because I know on PC the rubber banding issue is there, and it's very frustrating, especially on a 64-man player server on Naval Strike. Now, we may not be an official news channel for EA and DICE, so please make sure to stay tuned to the Battlefield Podcast for the latest updates regarding these issues. All right, guys, well, that'll wrap it up for this episode of Battlefield 4 Lowdown. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please make sure to hit the old like button. If you're new to the channel and you like what we're doing here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at BF Podcast. And for all the other social media links for myself and Chalk1, you can head on over to battlefieldpodcast.com for all of those. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.